What's up, guys? It's KB. Make sure you subscribe to the Underground Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel. Click the bell icon down below so you don't miss a single video from us. And thanks for tuning in to another video from Underground Sports Philadelphia. Now let's get into it.
Philadelphia, baby, you're gonna love it. Best sports fans in the world. Actually, the worst, but that's what makes them the best.
The jersey looks good. I like the jersey.
Yo, I took it down yesterday. Oh, when I was filming the second part of my TikTok. I took it down.
Second part of your TikTok. Oh, your room transformation TikTok. That's right. Yes. Yes, your office transformation TikTok.
Yes.
Into your brand new fancy schmancy office, which give us a tour, first of all.
Give us a tour.
Give us a tour.
I don't really know what tour. I don't want to pull my camera off, but this is my new office recording. If you don't follow us on any social media, go first of all, because
go.
There's a video I posted before and after. But yes, I'm sitting at a new desk. I have 2 monitors now. That is the jersey. We're doing a giveaway with Furious Motorsport right now. So also, if you're not following us on social media, please do, because that's over on social media.
Yep.
Then finally get to have stuff hung up behind me. Some things I've had for a really long time, like that picture right there.
Yep.
I should insert a more up close and personal photo, but it's a painting of one of Schumacher's Ferraris. I bought it at St. Pete last year, so I've had it for a year and a half in the plastic, not in a frame, and I finally have a frame and hanging up there. And then just some other hats. The helmets, obviously, from last year that I made for Christmas. And then over here I have a shelf with some other hats. I've realized during this process I have a lot of F1.
You got a lot of hats.
Yeah. And 2 IndyCar hats, because the Andretti one's right there. And then I have the one that I bought last year at the race as well, just like the Firestone St. Pete Grand Prix. But then over there's some other stuff. But yeah, it's fun.
Very nice. It looks good.
Yeah, it's finally, I literally put, it's about time. It's 3 years into this, and we finally both have legit recording spaces. We're not in the basement. I'm not sitting in my living room.
Mine's not even done yet.
No,
I'm still going to have shit back here. Like, I'm going to, redo this whole thing in here. I'm not over it. I'm going to do this whole thing in here. So, I think it's going to be good. But on that note, after Casey's office tour, hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to another episode of Underground Circuit. This is episode number 120, I believe.
You never know.
I never know. I am never
Yes,
right.
You're correct this time.
I am correct. Stand corrected. I am correct this time. Thank you for joining us. This will be a shorter one today. As you all know, if you follow F1, we are in the midst of summer break. There has been no silly season news as of yet. But we are in the midst of summer break. Everybody's enjoying their time. Everybody's having fun. And so this episode is going to be a little bit shorter. But we are going to be talking about the Portland IndyCar race that happened this past weekend. It was their second to last race of the season.
Yeah, because there's nothing this weekend, and they end on a doubleheader.
Yes. So second to last race of the season. It was a good one. I had a blast watching it. But before we jump into any of that, please make sure to go follow us over on our social medias. It is at Underground Circuit _ on Instagram and Threads. It is at UG Circuit Pod over on X/Twitter, whatever you want to call it. And finally, it is Underground _ Circuit over on TikTok. Spelled the same way the name of the show is, but like Casey mentioned, especially for Instagram and TikTok, make sure to go over there, follow us, like our most recent video, so you guys can win.
No, not the most recent anymore. It's pinned, though. The giveaway is pinned.
The giveaway video is pinned. Make sure to go like and follow us from that video and everything. Go follow Furious Motorsport as well to win that glorious, beautiful Kimi Antonelli rookie jersey there
so nice.
in the background. It's so nice. It's a beautiful jersey. So, like I said, Instagram, Threads, that's where the competition is running. It is U.S. only. Sorry, friends in foreign countries.
Yeah, sorry, we gotta pay for the shipping
We
ourselves.
need to pay for the shipping ourselves. So we appreciate it. Everybody who already has entered, make sure to go enter. Like I said, Instagram and Threads. Thank you. Just
Yes.
wanted to get that out of the way.
Get out of the way. But moving on. Meme of the week.
Meme of the week.
I have two. One was just texted to us by Kyle. So I'll go first, then you, and then I'll go again because I got to change off the screen. Hold on, sorry. Meme of the week. So this is mine. I'm actually going with an IndyCar theme. It's not even a meme. It's just a video. This video of Pato at apparently was his first concert ever.
No way.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. But it's the fact that it's one, the Backstreet Boys, and then two, in the Sphere. So I just love it, and he's living his best life.
He's having a blast here.
He's having a blast. He's having a blast. I forget what song. Oh yeah, it's As Long As You Love Me is what he's singing to.
We couldn't hear it, but
no, I need to listen to the song, but it's As Long As You Love Me. That's what he's singing along to. But yeah, the fact that that was his first concert ever. I'm like,
yeah, that's kind of crazy that that's his first concert.
Yeah,
considering the life and career that he has,
right? Like, he's also just a vibe. Look at that photo. Look where I paused it. That's
dude. That should be a profile picture right there.
He's straight up vibing.
Blast. Yeah,
I would go to a concert with Pato O'Ward. He's definitely a vibe.
Oh yeah, 100%.
What do we think he's drinking?
What is that?
That's not water.
That's not water. It's not like a beer color.
No, is it like a seltzer or something, or is it like tequila and something?
It might be. It might be a tequila something. I think you're right. It's got to be a mixed drink of some sort.
Oh, it has to be because that's the very light colored beer. That's a beer.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my week, Mr. Pato O'Ward.
Mr. Pato O'Ward.
Living his best life.
Oh yeah.
I see yours, and I saw this on social media, and I love it.
Yes. This isn't even really a meme.
No, but it's just
fucking cool. Like this is insane to me that somebody did this. I mean, it's
without directions.
Without directions, yeah. So for our audio listeners only, sorry, I was like marking down the point of the episode where it is. But for audio listeners only, this is the Lego Speed Champions Ferrari set, which actually I do have. I actually messaged this person and be like, how did you do this? I have this set in my closet. I need to build this set. But
hey, you just got it.
Built it as a X-Wing from Star Wars, and I love it. I think it's the coolest thing I've ever seen. It weirdly really works too, where the stickers are and everything.
Yeah, it works.
It works really well. But I think it's not funny at all. It's just something I saw, and I was like, "This is the coolest thing I've ever seen."
Well, this is you to a T. Lego Star Wars, and this one.
Honestly, I might shoot my shot. I might see if I can get this.
See if how they did it.
If they somehow know how they did it, and then build it myself. Because this is a cool thing. I mean, you even have the tires next to the cockpit, and it's acting like the engines, or it looks like the engines. The nose of the car already makes sense beautifully with the nose of an X-Wing. It works really well, and I feel this would be such a unique thing to have on my shelf or something that I'm gonna put next to my desk.
Well, and it does. You do end up with a few extra pieces at the end,
right?
So this is the
right. How did they turn that into that?
These right here, these pieces right here are the end of the wings. Interesting.
I think it's so cool. I think it's a job well done. If for whatever odd chance that the person who did this listens to this show, thank you for doing this. I love it. It's great.
It's great.
It's great.
Expect Owen to hit you up in the DMs.
Yeah, I'll be sliding in.
Yes. Okay. This last one, we just got this sent by our good old friend Kyle. literally right as we hit record.
Yeah.
So it's Players Weekend this weekend for Major League Baseball, which I think is when they play at the Little League World Series. And this is one of the players' custom bat for the weekend. And for the audio listeners, it is Lightning McQueen.
So
the
cool.
eyes on the bat, the number at the top. Yeah, that's sick. What I love is the Victus is local to PA.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're not far, I don't think.
I did not know that.
I didn't double check, but I'm pretty sure they're local. But that's because like Phillies players have the special bats all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one's good. So I just needed to share that one. Now I want to double check and make sure
Now you're double checking Victus's location.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool bat. I really like it. It's always fun.
King of Prussia.
Wow, look at that. Very close by.
Mm-hmm.
I always like it when players will do
when they go all out like that
and everything. Yeah, I mean, it's like, to me, I know it's like corporate sponsorships and everything on like all the F1 cars and like their helmets and everything, but it's like him customizing the bat is the same as Lewis Hamilton customizing his helmet. Yeah.
Well, it's like when Esteban's done the Spider-Man one.
Right, correct.
When that Seb years ago did the Captain America one. Like, that's like what I feel like when they can go like that different, and because it takes away from the 1,000,001 sponsors that they have.
Yeah.
But I guess with the baseball bats, it's probably the one spot where there is no sponsors for baseball teams, so it does make sense. But
yeah,
that's a good bat.
It's a great bat. Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, that was meme of the week. Like we said, this is going to be a shorter episode. There has been no weekly news. Really, it's been kind of quiet. Drivers are off, enjoying their vacation as much as they can. Esteban did make a hilarious TikTok with his girlfriend, and Esteban actually, and then Lily and Alex Albon made a hilarious TikTok. Did you see that one with Lily?
Is that the one? Does she shove him off the boat?
Yeah, well, first of all, I posted and put Lily shoving Alex into the pool. Someone goes, that's an insane pool. And I said, I don't even know why I typed pool, but okay.
I mean, it works.
Yeah, but then a TikToker posted today that didn't even realize, someone commented and said, oh, what happens with the golf ball? Do you go and get it? And she was like, oh, no, it's actually fish food. So it's a biodegradable golf ball that turns into fish food. So she could hit it into the ocean, and then it just
have no worries.
Yeah, have no worries.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. I was like, okay, that's
very cool. Yeah,
that's really cool. I was like, okay, you guys, Gary, I love you too.
Yeah, I mean that's very, very nice that she can do that and hit it and everything and not have to worry about it.
Like she hit them with the nicest. Well, actually,
hold on.
Fish food.
Before you freak out,
I'm not hitting a golf ball into the ocean to try and kill some fish. I'm feeding the fish first of all. But yeah, that's really. There's been no weekly news. No word on Cadillac. I think the only weekly news we can probably talk about, it goes into this weekend, is the lovely post from the U.S. government with IndyCar last week.
Yes.
We can talk about it quickly. So, obviously the first post hit, I think, as we finished recording last week. Or right before we recorded, it went up.
Yeah.
And it was a car, resembles an IndyCar car to a T, with the number 5 on it, promoting the new detention center, or they're calling it the Speedway Slammer, in Indianapolis. IndyCar, I am disappointed in their response, but I'm also not surprised because, I mean, then people were posting the image of Penske getting the Medal of Honor from Trump, his last term, so people were like, this is why IndyCar is not really caring. I did feel more upset for Pato because of what the place that they're promoting is for, who Pato is in the sport, where Pato is from. Like, it sucked all around.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's like I don't know. It's such like a shitty thing to do to
Yeah.
make that car say number 5 on
Yeah.
it. And it's like I like don't want to say this with confidence, but it's like they knew what they were doing. Like
Oh, they 100%. You 100% had to have known what you were doing.
it's just like one of those things where it's like, sure, you can like maybe skate by with being like, oh, sorry, it was a coincidence, but like everybody's gonna be like, no. You knew what you were doing.
You knew
like,
you were doing. The man's face, Pato's face, was posted on Fox commercials during every major sporting event in the U.S. the past year on Fox Channel, off and on. Yeah, they definitely knew what they were doing. And again, IndyCar crying like IP, saying that they couldn't do it because it was like their intellectual property. Yeah, that's a load of bullshit. But they do take down the post, and then they put up a new one a few days later where the car is tweaked a little bit, but it looks like an older version of an Indy car. There's more cars, but there's no numbers. So they took it down and then reposted it with a new image.
Yeah.
And yeah, I literally watched Sunday's race. Like, I don't want to watch you, but there's also a championship battle at play.
Yeah.
I want to watch you. It was disappointing, but yeah, that was. I feel for Pato, and people were like going, Pato's. I don't know what else people wanted Pato to say, because like he threw out the first pitch at the Rangers game the other day because that's where the race is next year, through that complex, and it like tickets went on sale this week, I think, for next year, and they asked him about it there, and he said what he probably could say. People were saying like it was weak, and be like, first of all, what do you want him to say? Again, look at where he's from, and look at what that place that is opening up in the U.S. is used for.
Yeah.
So people that were, criticizing Pato, shut up. Criticize IndyCar more and Penske.
Yeah, right. Criticize IndyCar's and Penske's response to it and everything, and not defending your driver, but defending your intellectual property.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
It does suck that our McLaren didn't say anything either.
Yeah, which like
well,
we know Zach Brown.
Yeah,
we know,
I was like, doesn't
we know who he is. We know what kind of person he is. So it's like, and he is the CEO of the IndyCar team. So it's like, I can see that it ran up the flagpole and got to Zach, and then Zach was like, "No, don't do anything about it."
Well, and we know who was in his garage in Miami last year.
So. And whether that's like ill-intentioned or not ill-intentioned from Zach, it's still like, he is your driver. He Pato is your driver, your face of IndyCar.
He's the face
right
of the
now.
IndyCar team.
Yeah.
And
So it's
IndyCar
like,
in general.
Do something to protect him, even if it is just saying like, hey, don't use our driver's number in like a very controversial topic right now. Like, don't include us in this at like whatsoever, you know?
Yeah, don't do it. But yeah, it ended up, I mean, the race on Sunday was a very exciting one. It's not maybe one of the most exciting ones of the year because it had a lot of ups and downs. Of all weekends for a Penske driver to win.
I know.
But I'm happy it's Will Power because I have a feeling Will Power is going to get screwed over by Penske because his contract is up. There's big rumors that David Malukas is taking his spot. And but does Will Power even deserve to lose his spot when the team this year, he's kind of like scapegoat. I feel like the other two aren't losing their spot, but the team is just falling apart from the inside. But I'm happy Will Power won. I love Will Power. I love Liz Power. They literally showed Liz Power on the screen crying, and I was like, here I go.
Here I go.
There's literally no one deserves more. He's such a big advocate for different things, so I was happy that it was Will. But yeah, good race.
Yeah, I did really enjoy it. I thought it was a very good race, like you said. I think, yes, if I'm going to pick any Penske driver to win races right now,
it's him
Will.
Or Scotty, like literally those two.
Yeah, and same thing with me, like seeing Liz Power like pop up on the screen, especially after like watching 100 Days to Indy and knowing her entire story and everything, and how much, first of all, how much she means to Will. Like
Yeah.
you can just tell like through the screen. It's like, oh, you guys love each other. You guys love the shit out of each other. Like that's great, And it's if I'm gonna pick any driver to win right now, it's Will Power. And they're Penske so far this season has literally just been using Will Power as like the scapegoat, like you said. Like it's what about the contract talks and everything? So it's like that makes it even better that he won, because from a Will Power like selfish standpoint, it can be like a big like, hey, fuck you, I can still win race.
It's like no, it's showing to other teams as well, being like, because someone asked him earlier this week, like, when have you talked to other teams? He's like, no, I can't yet. So I don't think he can technically until August 31st, I saw, which is wild, because like F1 teams, they could be having meetings with other teams while still driving for another one. But
so far in advance.
Yeah, so far in advance. So but like you said, it's just Will Power, what that meant to him, what that meant to Liz and their family, but also like Liz spending so much of her career working within IndyCar as well. Like she knows what it takes and she knows what it means. So, I was happy. I was happy for Will Power to win, and it came. I thought he was actually going to lose it, and then because the top three were running pretty damn close, and then back markers got in the way.
Oof, I mean, you had wasn't it David Malukas that got out of the way?
No,
for Will?
So the first one, it was Kiffin Simpson that held up Will Power first, because Kiffin Simpson's Pelot's teammate. So he held him up for a little bit and then finally let pass. And then Pelot was literally basically touching Malukas' rear wing at that point. That Kiffin Simpson just got out of the way and the other two went by. And then, then it was David Malukas. And immediately, I think it was like Will and James stuff were like, does Malukas play the early team card? Like, player card.
Yeah.
And he did let them by quick, but I think even Will Power came over the radio being like, okay, can he hold them up like Kiffin just did?
This is why I thought it was David. I couldn't remember who was first, because they talked a good amount on the broadcast about Will coming over, being like, all right, hey, like, can he hold him up, please? I think it was that the ending battle between Will, Pelot, and Lundgaard was very good, very exciting to watch. I was cracking up because when I was prepping for this and I was watching highlights, the 30-minute highlights jump from lap 31.
Yeah, so it was like nothing in the middle.
They go to Will Power's pit stop. Will's second pit stop around like lap 30-ish. He comes in, he does the pit stop, comes back out. Then it cuts from 31 to 61. And I'm like, holy shit, nothing happened. And then literally they come back in, they do the decal like lap 61. And then here comes Will Power in for his next pit stop. And I'm like, oh my God, literally nothing happened, because we just went from Will's pit stop to Will's pit stop again.
It was like, basically, because there was a lot of cautions at the start. Not a lot. There was like 3 at the start, I think. And then there was that moment of time in the middle where literally nothing happened until the very end. And then I had a moment, I was in my kitchen, and I heard Will Buxton's voice get so excited. I literally sprinted to the front of my TV. I was like, what did I just miss? And I think it was the first time Pelot and Lundgaard came close together. Not that time Lundgaard pushed him off, like left him just enough room.
Yeah.
And Pelot went off. But, those 3 they gave a show. But
it was a good battle.
I posted after the race and I said, I think Owen could spend the entire episode talking about Christian Lundgaard, because first, I watched highlights from qualifying. The kid was on a mission. I mean, he got pole position, but then they took an engine penalty and he dropped back, because it should have been the McLaren one too.
Right.
With Pato in second, but Christian Lundgaard, man, that kid, for his first year in McLaren, insane.
I think he feels it. I think McLaren is working for him right now. I think he feels confident in the car. And I think he can recognize that, and he's like, it's coming. It's like this, my first win with McLaren, like, is on its way.
It's giving Lando, like, he was on the podium so many different times and so close.
Yeah.
And it's 100% coming. But, I mean, Christian's battle with Pelot, like, the kid was defending insane.
It was great. I mean, it
Yes.
was such a good deep battle of
Yeah.
I don't even know like how to like explain it, but like it was good, clean racing. You know, I think Hinchcliffe or Will says it when it's that moment of they kind of go wheel to wheel. Palou gets pushed off a little bit because Christian leaves him like barely enough room, and
Yes.
I think it is Hinchcliffe, and he's straight up like, that's just really good,
Yeah,
like
it was
hard, deep racing, you know, and I can see why he said that because I'm sure there's going to be some people that are like, oh, Christian pushed Palou off, you know, blah blah blah, but I mean, it all turned out okay for Palou, but regardless,
Yeah, well, the three of them had such a gap at the beginning.
Yeah,
at the front, Palou ran off, and he still was not that far behind Christian, and like no one else was coming up behind him. So
right,
yeah, it didn't what's it called? It didn't hurt him that running off, but yeah, it was pushing the boundaries without pushing them too far. They're racing.
Right. Yeah, it was like enough that you were like,
Yeah.
holy shit, this could turn like really bad in a second. But it was good, clean, all the way till the end. And I was like, yes, that's what we want. Like, that's what we as race viewers want. You know?
It was giving me Max and Charles. Like, they know how to race each other respectfully, but to the limit, and they're going to give us a damn good battle. But, yeah, no, it was a good race between them. And then, obviously, back at the beginning, you have Pato start P1 and immediately start having engine issues. And I mean, he just died. He was crawling in the pit lane to the point where the pit crew had to come and push his car to the pit stop. And he ended up going back out. And I think he was 8 laps down when he went back out.
He finished the race 10 laps down.
Yeah, that's... The minute he started dying, I was like, oh, Palou's winning. Palou has to finish like top 10 and he's winning the championship because Pato was so out of the points at that point.
That's just like, it's just like such a tough thing to see that happen because it's like, there's like, especially because he qualified P1 after Lundgaard's engine penalty. So it's like, oh my God, like he did everything he could. And he was doing everything he could because, like, off the start, he got away. Like, he was doing really well fighting Felix Rosenqvist. Then he gets away, and then it's just, like, all of a sudden out of nowhere, it's, oh, I got engine issues. Yeah, done. There's nothing I can do to abort this or, like, get out of this situation. Like, I'm done. You know?
No, I would love to see the ratings, like, if they had, I guess they have, like, minute-by-minute ratings or whatever, like, because it was such a, like, if he finished above Palou or won, the championship would have kept going, so I feel like the minute Pat was starting having issues, I would love to know, like, how many people turned it off. I mean, mentally, I was like, I can go do something else. I was like, because what...
Yeah, you're like, all right, what's...
I tuned back in, it basically when the time jump on the recap, because... Then it got exciting at the end, but at that point I was like, okay, well, Palou's running top 3 right now. He's going to win, or some top 3 on the podium. He's winning the championship. But it was heartbreaking for Pato. Heartbreaking. The man has had so many near chances also. Like Indy last year and stuff. It was just heartbreaking. But yeah. Championship is over. We can talk about him in a little bit. We can end with him because
we should because we were just talking a little bit about good, clean, deep racing.
Thank you for bringing this up.
Should talk about the not good, clean, deep racing and talk about Christian Rasmussen and
Connor Daly. I will be listening to Connor Daly's podcast this week because I want to know
100%,
what he says. So I posted the tweet because if there's one thing I love about IndyCar drivers is they bring their on-track beef to Twitter.
I love doing it.
Literally call each other out, tag each other. It's so damn good. So Connor Daly posted this purposely. Well, he didn't hold back also during the, like, you know how they'll interview them after they get cleared by medical?
Yes.
Because one, that crash was nasty. I
thought he went flying.
Yeah, I literally gasped, and I think it was Townsend Bell being like, thank God, if he got a little bit more air, he would have gone in. He would have flipped, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he was so close to landing on top of the tire barrier. But that was a hard crash. But once he was out and clear by medical, he did not hold back in his interview afterwards. But yeah, he then went to Twitter. Mind you, I think the race was still happening because this is at 4:48 p.m. on August 10th on Sunday, so I'm pretty sure the race was still happening when he tweeted this. Purposefully wrecking someone in a 150-mile-an-hour corner is just pure insanity. That's not racing. It's inexcusable. The driving standards for some are a joke right now. That means you. Tags Christian Rasmussen.
It's such a... Oh, I love it.
Well, and that wasn't just one moment. They were going at it for a while. And something was bound to happen.
Oh, yeah. I mean, as soon as the crash happened, Will Buxton was like, oh, that's been coming for like a while now. And you saw, I mean, it was 3 laps in. It was 3 laps in and they were like touching each other. No, I'm sorry. That Santino Ferrucci was 3 laps in. They were like 10 laps in and they were already getting like pissed off at each other. And then Rasmussen runs Connor Daly off the road, which, like, I'm taking a stand here. That corner where Christian was, like, where Connor was run off, 100% his corner. Like, I'm fully in belief in that. Like, 100% his corner. And
he should have gotten a penalty.
He gets pushed off. Both of them kind of go off. Connor comes back on over the radio, and he was like, that's inexcusable. You know, like, what the hell was that, basically? And then they're going back and forth in the middle of it. Louis Foster takes advantage of it and just fucking skates on through. He's like, I see my opening. I'm going to go through. That's it. I'm done. I'm out.
Louis Foster's like, okay, bye.
Yeah, I'm out of here. But he does. He, like, gets in and out. And then I don't know why Fox was doing this, but they weren't focusing on that battle.
No.
And you could tell because, like, Will and Hinchcliffe were getting annoyed. Because they were focused on another battle, which was good. Like, it was a good, close battle.
Yeah, but that was the good battle at the moment.
Right. And then, like, you would see for, like, a split second them come into the background, Connor and Rasmussen. And Will was like, oh, there it is in the background. Like, trying to give audio cues to the camera. Go look at this one. And then the next thing you see is Connor Daly fly across the grass and slam into the wall. And everybody is like, whoa! Like, what the hell? Like...
No, it was bad. I mean, I think it was Will or maybe James being like, Rasmussen hasn't made any friends.
So this is the other thing I liked about it is Hinchcliffe kind of called him out too. Because he was like, his direct quote is like, let's call a spade a spade. Like, Rasmussen has not been good to a lot of people this season. Yeah, and I was like, good. Like, somebody, like, I'm very much for sometimes being like, oh, I could see both sides, how it was more of a racing incident than this person's fault or this person's fault. This was 100% Christian Rasmussen's fault.
Yeah.
Like, he should not have challenged Connor in that area and sent him flying. You know, like, I'm not saying that he... Go ahead.
No, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, I'm not saying that he doesn't feel bad, Christian Rasmussen, but also, like, what would have happened if Connor got, like, really hurt? You know, like, how would that have made you feel that? Right.
Yeah. And the crash at that magnitude, when he immediately stops and starts talking, Will was like, okay, thank God.
Like, thank God.
Because that was a heavy crash.
Oh.
Okay, so this was one of the reporters posted the post thoughts with Rasmussen after the contact, and Connor Daly responds with a screenshot of the two of them on track. So obviously,
I love it.
Yeah, so obviously for our audio listeners, it's just a screenshot. It's like from the helicopter shot, and you see the two of them. Connor Daly is the purple car. Christian Rasmussen, right now it looks like a green car, but I know it's like blue. He is so far ahead, and
that is back wheel, front wheel.
You wouldn't know in the next 2 seconds that Connor Daly is going to be in the barrier.
Yeah. I mean, this is. I mean, it's insane. Yeah,
and to get no penalty.
Right, to get no penalty whatsoever for it, like, absolutely absurd.
That's what Will Buxton posted afterwards. Says, not entirely sure I agreed with some calls today. However, I love the punchiness of IndyCar racing, but not a fan of running racers out of the road or any notion of an eye for an eye. Penalties for blocking or spinning a rival, but not for escalating race ending red mist. Odd. Like, yeah, that was it was not clean racing at all.
Right.
From
And
him.
to get a no penalty called for
Yeah.
Connor going that hard into the wall and causing a full course caution is insane to me.
And a long full course caution. That was a long one.
Not like a quick
No.
he went off, okay, it's a lap, and then he's coming back on his own free will. Like AMR safety teams out there, they're checking him out. He's getting checked, like all this stuff. I hate that I just said AMR safety team because it means that the sponsorship programming has worked on me.
Yeah, but we could give it to them. It's a safety team, and they deserve being named full drop. But no, like they get. Obviously, we talk about the safety team all the time and how quick they are in IndyCar. Like Joseph Newgarden in Indy 500, he wasn't even full stop, and they were already out there.
They were out there, yeah.
The way they were running to Connor Daly the other day, because I mean, like we said, it looked like it was going to be a serious injury when he got out, but he was fine, thank God. But yeah, no, that was a rough crash.
Rough crash, yeah. I mean, like you said, all in all, insane. Rasmussen didn't get a penalty or some sort of talking to afterwards. Bottom line, I'm glad Connor Daly is okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad that he was able to get out of the car, like Will said. Thank God he started talking right away. Just like eliminated that like confusion of like, is he all right? Is he not all right? What's going on? So yeah, crazy. But
you know what I appreciate with IndyCar? They don't make us rewatch the crash like 4,000 times.
No, they don't. They show it to you like once
or twice, and then that's it.
The most they'll show it to you is when it's like, who caused it? What happened? Okay, now we know the story behind it. All right, that's it. You're done. We know what happened.
Like, I think Joseph Newgarden's crash was maybe shown on the broadcast like twice, and then that was it. Yeah, no, they shout out to you, TV direction. Unlike this weekend with them not showing the good battles we wanted to see.
Right.
Thank you for not making us watch. That's something F1 makes us watch and recap. I feel like a replay of a crash over and over.
So much.
Yeah.
That you're watching a crash in F1.
But yes, so that was that. I'm trying to think if anything. We talked about willpower.
The only thing else that kind of happened, and like I mentioned it in the very beginning of the race, Santino Ferrucci.
Oh yeah.
But there's like not really much to go off here. It's literally just a bad accident. Like he goes a little wide coming out of a turn, steps on the gas a little too hard coming down to start finish straight. Start finish straight, and then just coming out of the turn, steps on a little too much. He spins, slams the back into his car into the
the wall was destroyed.
The separator between the track and the pit lane, and he's out of the race. He was fine. He got out of the car okay. Nothing to really kind of be concerned about.
He's had a lot of because he is someone that will race dirty on track. It's
right.
Proven. But this season, I feel like he's had a lot of instances on his own.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember
I'm thinking
where it happened, but
the one is not him. That was Marcus Ericsson where he was stranded at the top last week at Laguna Seca when it's like the top of the hill because you could barely see him. Like at the split second, you would see him sitting on the top. That was Marcus Ericsson, but Santino Ferrucci's had a few others where it's just been his
fault.
But he doesn't hit anyone else. He just ends up spinning off or whatever. But yeah. But yes, we should have talked about this willpower. My favorite willpower fan, Flava Flav, did tweet and congratulate him.
As he should. He should.
I think that's the randomest duo.
But it's awesome.
But
it makes no sense, but it also makes so much sense at the same time. It makes
absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
But yes. Oh, and Joseph Newgarden spun too. But I don't know if that was at the end, I think. I'm just looking at it now. That was
towards the end. He was able to get back on track.
Yeah. And Scott Dixon did get a penalty for that. For avoidable contact. Because it was Scott Dixon spun him off. But yes. Any other, before we talk about the man on another planet?
No. I don't know. Going into this, we've been saying this for weeks, that Alex Palou was going to win. We
yeah.
have known it was going to happen. But it's just like when he crosses that line, Palou, and it's confirmed that he won, he's good, especially after Pato and everything. It's just like that kind of like you're shaking your head yes, and you're just like, yeah, like
you're like, yeah, duh. Why wouldn't you?
Like no shit,
we won back to back to back. Why wouldn't?
And like, sure, it makes sense in this point of the season because we've been watching him tear it up for so long. But also, like, if you would have like after the first race at the beginning of this year, if you would have asked me who do you think is going to win the championship this season, I would have been like probably Alex Palou.
Yeah,
like
because it's giving Max during 21, 22, and 23. He's
unstoppable.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's not giving Max because he's not winning with 30-second gaps. Like the wheel-to-wheel racing and IndyCar is still so close. But I mean, Alex Palou is just unreal. He's also like he seems so humble. They were like talking in post race, and he's just like giggling and stuff. I'm like, you're literally like a child. Like
he's having fun.
He's just living life. But yeah, back to back to the point where they were showing. They probably didn't show this on the race recap. On the broadcast, they were showing like other great 3-time like back to back winners. I think they showed like when Gretzky won 3 times. There was a bunch of other like they pulled in a bunch of different sports, and then obviously they were like, and Alex Palou. So, but yeah, he's officially the champ for the 3rd straight year, 4th championship overall for him.
I mean, that's
insane.
It doesn't matter how good you are or how good the team under you is. That is very hard to do. To win one championship is very hard to do. To go back to back to back is insane. So I mean, it is, like you said, it kind of just feels like a no shit he won kind of situation. But like I don't want that to dumb down or like downplay the like no,
it's still an insane feat.
They did this. Is crazy work. Like it's I mean,
Ganassi was not. They were like Zach Brown must hate his life that he lost him in that contract battle.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, I'm happy for Chip Ganassi that he didn't lose him because he's never gonna let Alex Palou go. Alex Palou would never drive for another team. There's no way he drives for another team in his entire IndyCar championship. But
absolutely not.
And the fact that this year too, Alex Palou was able to win an oval as well. Like the past years, he's won it, but just street courses and road courses. So the fact that this year he had the 3rd one won under his belt to go with the championship, I feel like maybe it makes it a little bit better for him. But you never know. I also don't think his family was there, and his family's literally always there. But they showed him FaceTiming someone, and he wasn't holding his baby during his daughter.
He always grabs his kid afterward too.
She wasn't in his arms and during the part of the celebration. So I was like, oh man, the one race.
Well, I wonder if it was like partly designed that way because it was like, hey, like if you win, like don't worry about like being a father. Just like go and like enjoy this and have fun and everything. And I can see him though being like, no, I want you guys there. Yeah. Like I want my daughter there and you guys and all my family there to celebrate that win with me. But yeah, I mean, it's just again, it's crazy that he did it. It's crazy that it's 3 in a row. I don't want to just because we're saying like, yep, that makes sense. I don't want it to be like, all right, yeah, whatever he did was fine. It was super easy. It's not easy. So,
no, it's not easy at all.
Crazy. Yeah.
Oh, I do have one bone to pick with this week's race.
Oh, let's hear it.
Okay, so this is about the broadcast, and you may not like this post from James Hinchcliffe, but he did post this because obviously the race was on Fox.
Yes.
Liv Goff was on Fox before.
Yes.
It ran over by almost an hour.
Holy shit.
So they kept pushing back. The race was supposed to start at 3. The race didn't end up starting until like 3:40, but then they pushed it over to FS1, and then like 3 laps in, they pushed it back over to Fox. It was so annoying. The delay was so annoying. But James Hinchcliffe said, I want it noted that I have never been a fan of Goff. That's what he posted. But yeah,
I can respect that because that's annoying as shit. You're given a time to start, and then you're told because of shitty Live Goff League that you're like, oh, your race is going to get delayed by like 45 minutes. And it's like, no.
Yeah, like what that messes with it's not like that they're professional athletes, they're drivers. They have their pre-race things, so they're like delaying their starting procedures or pre-race like rituals and stuff. But someone tweeted at him saying, I mean, it's not golf's fault. Fox treats y'all like a second option. Maybe instead of focusing on trying to change the playoffs, Fox should focus on their coverage of the series and just stick to that. And James reposted and said, respectfully disagree. Golf was supposed to be over. When we go long with IndyCar, we push into the broadcast window after us. It happens with live sports. Only one to blame is the guy who invented golf. Thanks for watching.
That's awesome. That's a great response from Hinchcliffe. I will give him that. I do. That is weird to me, though. But like, the only reason it's weird to me that Fox didn't cut over to IndyCar like on time is because it's new. You know,
yeah,
like,
for Fox, you would think it would.
Right, like to me at least, if I'm pumping this new sport that I have on my network, and not that IndyCar's a new sport, but I have it new on my network, and I'm trying to get people to watch it. I'm trying to get people interested in it. I'm trying to capture that F1 craze that America is hitting right now in IndyCar a little bit. I'm not then being like, want to watch the IndyCar race? Well, guess what? You got to wait another 40 minutes. And it's like, yes, Hinchcliffe is right. Like, if sports go long, which they tend to do, it pushes back into the other program. That's fine. But it's just like, with Fox doing all of the marketing and the pushing that they've been doing so far with IndyCar, which I think has been great, to then be like, hey, you know the Live Golf League that's probably going to be gone in like 2 years? We're gonna push that 40 minutes like over your event that's brand new to our network and we want people to watch.
Well, and that's like the thing. Well, obviously that would never in a million years happen to football, but obviously rightfully so because football is king for that channel all the time. But like, it shocked. It made me, I don't know, like broadcasting rules or whatever, but like the start of the race, you had a championship battle going on.
Right.
People were going to lose interest when you don't start the race for 40 minutes and then make them change to go to another channel. And the only reason I knew they went to a different channel was because I saw the ticker tape at the bottom. I don't think they came over the golf broadcast saying we've moved over to FS1.
Right. If you're here to watch IndyCar, if you're expecting IndyCar to come on, head over to FS1.
Yeah.
Well, that's where they're.
I literally went on social media, saw people posting about the start, and I was like, oh, I missed it. And then I went and I was like, oh, it's probably on FS1. So then I immediately went to FS1. But it was just, it's just, you would think, I'm with James. It was definitely annoying. I can't imagine like the drivers and like the broadcast team that were in Portland.
Yeah.
And how they felt just being delayed and delayed and delayed. Like it wasn't like it's a weather thing they were delayed for. It's because of another sporting event. And I don't know how Live Golf works, but it was like, I guess it was their playoff round, and like
they do have a playoff round, but still, like I don't know. I get it. I do. I get Fox's thing because it's sports. They run over. Right. I'm not expecting when the Phillies are in extra innings for it to cut over to the 10 p.m. news. You know, that's not what I'm expecting to happen. But to me, it's just like a little different when it's like we want people to watch this sport that we have new to our network. You know,
well, and you know what?
It's our championship. It might be our championship race.
And it was. So then I kept it on. I obviously watched the whole race. And then I think because it ran over, I felt like they didn't show as much at the end as they normally do, like of podium things and stuff.
Right.
Because it immediately went to the local news here because we were well into the local news broadcast. So I just don't think it was definitely, I think that was the first run-in with a delay. They've had, but you also had a race on a Sunday in August at 3:00. It might have been the best race for people to tune into.
Yeah.
Before the NFL.
Right, before football kicks back
on. Obviously, they're not interfering with football this year. That was last year because of the Olympic break. But, that was my one bone to pick. And I was like, this is annoying.
That's fair.
I was like, I just want to watch the race. There's one motorsport that I can watch while, is on summer break. Let me watch it.
Let me watch it.
Get out of the way. I was like, I get if it was the Masters going into like a tie.
Right. Yes. Yeah. It all depends on like the situation too. Right. If it's PGA Tour golf and it's the Masters and it's Rory McIlroy and Scotty Scheffler going into a playoff hole, absolutely keep it on.
Yeah,
Like,
because the drivers would probably be like, I'm going to watch.
yeah, the drivers probably like, holy shit, I'm watching this too.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've got Live Golf, which is like, come on.
Mhm.
You know, like, get it off the screen. Go to IndyCar. Like, yeah,
Don't delay it.
It's annoying, but
Yeah, that was my one. That was my one bone to pick. But I have nothing else to add.
I have nothing else either. Again, just, not that he's going to see this, but congrats to Alex Palou on his fourth.
Never know.
You never know. You never know. Congrats, Alex, on your fourth championship.
I was so excited. I was like, I have a good photo of him jumping in the air from St. Pete.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm posting this right away. But yeah, congrats, Alex Palou.
Very good. But yeah, that's it for me.
That's it for me. We will be back next week with something to talk about. Because there's no race to recap, but we will have a race to preview because it's Milwaukee in the Wisconsin for IndyCar. But yes, we'll be back next week. As always, please go give us a follow over on Instagram and Threads at Underground Circuit _ I was even reading off the ticker tape. Over on Twitter or X at UG Circuit Pod, and TikTok at Underground _ Circuit. That was one I was saying before.
There it is.
Make sure you're following us over on TikTok and Instagram for sure, because you want to enter for a chance to win that beautiful jersey from Furious Motorsport. Thank you. We didn't say it earlier, but use code Underground10 to get 10% off your jerseys. I think they're having a summer sale right now as well. Some people posting. But yes, we'll be back next week, like I said. And enjoy the weekend without IndyCar and F1 people.
Yeah, nice little break in here before final.
Maybe if I'm dying to watch Motorsport, I'll turn on NASCAR. See what's up. I should have watched this past weekend because they were in Watkins Glen, and I'm always a sucker for Watkins Glen after going.
True.
So, but yes, thank you so much, and we will see you all next week.
See you later, people.